Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss about the topic educational thoughts of Rabindranath Tagore. First we discuss the life sketch of Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was born on 6th May 1861 in Calcutta as the 14th child to Maharishi Devendranath. He received his early education at home. He loved beauty, music and poetry. He was sent to St. Xavier's School, Calcutta, and in 1877 he was sent to England to study but returned in a year without pursuing the study of law. In 1901, Tagore established a school at Bolpur, that is became 1921 the famous university Visva-Bharati International University. In 1909 his famous work Gitanjali was published. In 1913, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. As a prolific writer, poems, plays, novels, essays and short stories. He was a great musical composer and a director of stage production. He was a great artist and he founded his own school of art and music. He was well versed in Sanskrit language and Indian philosophy, religion and culture. He was passed away on August 7, 1941. Again, one time I say the brief life sketch of Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was born on 6th May 1861 in Calcutta as the 14th child to Maharishi Devendranath. He received his early education at home. He loved beauty, music and poetry. He was sent to St. Xavier's School at Calcutta. In 1877, he was sent to England to study but returned in a year without pursuing the study of law. In 1901, Tagore established a school at Bolpur. This became 1921 the famous university Visva-Bharati International University. In 1909, his famous work Gitanjali was published. In 1913, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. As a prolific writer, poems, plays, novels, essays and short stories. He was a great musical composer and the director of stage production. He was a great artist and he founded his own school art and music. He was well versed in Sanskrit literature and Indian philosophy, religion and culture. He was passed away on August 7, 1941. This is the brief life sketch of Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, then next one, Tagore's educational philosophy. In Tagore educational philosophy, there are four main principles. First one, freedom. Second one, creative self-expression. Third one, active communication with nature and man. Fourth one, internationalism. Okay, again I say there are four main principles. First one, freedom. Second one, creative self-expression. Third one, active communication with nature and man. Fourth one, internationalism. Okay, first we discuss freedom. Freedom means what? The freedom means the child's own experience and activities. Okay, freedom means what? The child's own experience and activities. Then next, he wanted education to be natural. Natural means all the types of education free places. Okay, natural in content and quality and the functions of education is to bring the child's mind in contact with the nature. Okay, he may learn freely. Students learn freely and spontaneously from the book of nature. Okay, then third one, according to him, the teacher can never truly teach unless he is still learning himself. Okay, a lamp can never light another lamp unless it continues to burn its own flame. The teacher should come to the level of the children to enable him to communicate with them. Okay, again I say one time, freedom. Freedom means what? The children's own experience and activities. He wanted education to be natural in content and the quality and the function of education to bring the child's mind and contact with nature. Also he said learn freely and spontaneously from the book of nature. According to him, A teacher can never truly teach unless he is still learning himself. A lamp can never light another lamp unless it continues burns it won't flame. The teacher should come to the level of the children to enable him to communicate with them. Okay. Then next one, creative self-expression. In the Tagore's educational philosophy, second one, creative self-expression. Tagore insisted that education should develop all capacities of children besides the intellectual. Children's real abilities and skills, thoughts and feelings cannot be shown mere in language of words. Some children may express their excellence through creative works. He gave prime places to arts and craft, drawing and painting, music, dancing and leatherwork in his scheme of education in Sandiniketan. When heart and handwork with the head, there will be completeness in education. Again, I say one time, creative self-expression. Tagore insisted that education should develop all capacities of children besides the intellectual. Children's real abilities and skills, thoughts and feelings cannot be shown in mere of language of words. Some children may express their excellence through creative works. He gave some places to art and crafts, drawing, painting, music, dancing and other work in his scheme of education in Sandiniketan. When heart and handwork with the head, there will be completeness in education. Okay. Then third one, Tagore's third philosophy, active communication with nature and man. Third one, active communication with nature and man. First one, the freedom. Second one, creative self-expression. Third one, active communication with nature and man. As Tagore was a naturalist, he wanted education important in the midst of nature with all its beauty, colors, sounds and forms and such all other manifestations. Nature leads to expansion of soul. He is the divine detective. Hence, expansion of self through communion with nature is essential for spiritual upliftment and revelation of divinity. Okay. Again, I say active communication with nature and man. This is the third philosophy of Tagore. Okay. As Tagore was a naturalist. Okay. He wanted education is important in the midst of nature with all its beauty, colors, sounds, forms and such other manifestations. Nature leads expansion of soul. He is the divine detective. Hence, expansion of the self through communion with nature is essential for spiritual upliftment and revelation of divinity. Okay. Then fourth one, Tagore's fourth philosophy, internationalism. Tagore's fourth philosophy, internationalism. Education should kindle the feelings of oneness in children. Tagore insisted on the education which will develop spiritual unity in the nation. Which unity? Spiritual unity is in the nation. According to him, Vishwabharati acknowledges India's obligations to offer to others the hospitality of her best culture and India's right to accept from others their best. Fourth one, internationalism. Say education should kindle the feeling of oneness in children. Tagore insisted on the education which will develop spiritual unity in the nation. According to him, Vishwabharati acknowledges India's obligation to offer to others hospitality of her best culture and India's right to accept from others their best. Okay, this is the fourth philosophy, Tagore's philosophy of education. Then next one, Tagore's aims of education. Okay. First one, Tagore's brief life sketch. The next one, Tagore's educational philosophy. Then third one, Tagore's aims of education. There are three types of aims of education. First one, moral and spiritual. Second one, intellectual aim. Third one, physical aim. First one, moral and spiritual. He emphasizes that development of good character and self-discipline and also leading to the satisfaction of the mind as well as the peace of the soul. Okay. He emphasizes the development of good character and self-discipline and also leading to the satisfaction of mind as well as the peace of soul. Then second one, he advocated a simple way of life, human fellow feeling and sociability. All the human beings, that life is what? Simple life. Okay. So first one, what? Moral and spiritual. He also important to the moral and spiritual. So he emphasized the development of good character and self-discipline, and also leading to the satisfaction of the mind as well as the peace of the soul. Second one, he advocated a simple way of life, human fellow feelings and sociability. Then second one, intellectual aim. The aim of education is not to promote bookish knowledge, but inculcate in the child independent and free thinking. The aim of the education is what? Not to promote bookish knowledge. Book knowledge is not important in the Tagore's aims of education, okay? But also inculcate in the child's independent and free thinking, okay? The next one, he should know facts and also be able to understand, apply, analyze, synthesis and evaluate them, okay? Second one, intellectual aim. Then third one, physical development. Tagore emphasized healthy physical development of the children, especially in early years. In early years, all the children give very importance to the physical development. Okay, so Tagore emphasized healthy physical development of the children, especially in early years. This was possible through free movements and joy for natural surroundings. In this physical development is growth, that is children or students are free movements and joy for natural surroundings. Physical developments includes training of body in different parts as well as training of the senses. Okay, physical development include training of the body in different parts as well as the training of the senses. Okay, there are three aims of education. First one is what? Moral and spiritual, intellectual aim and physical. Okay, then next one, curriculum. In Tagore's educational philosophy of education, curriculum is very important. Okay, the curriculum, then Tagore gave a new orientation to academic work and for education is emotions through music, fine arts, painting, dance, crafts. Okay, that is the means of self-expression. He set a high value of creativity. He wanted science to be taught at higher levels of education and world history to be learned in the children. Again, one time say curriculum. Tagore gave a new orientation to academic work and for education is emotions through music, fine arts, painting, dance and crafts. That is the means of self-expression. He set a high value of creativity. He wanted science to be taught at higher levels of education and world history learned all the children. Okay. Then Tagore teach through mother tongue only. He was not against teaching of English at higher level. Gandhiji and Tagore believed for manual training, not for its utilitarian and social aspect, but for spiritual aspect. Okay. The next one, methods of teaching. First one is Tagore's brief life sketch. Second one, Tagore's educational philosophy. Third one, Tagore's aims of education. Fourth one, curriculum. Fifth one, methods of teaching. Okay, understand? Then Tagore's opposed rigid type of education. Okay, then he wanted children to learn in free and natural conditions. Okay, they should be taught practically, not theoretically. Okay, all of them teaching only practically. Okay, then children should be interested in their educations. Okay, the next one, so whatever field they are interested, they should be allowed to pursue their education. In which field we are interested, that field only allowed to students to join the study. Okay, the central point in educational activity according to Tagore is joy, which should be prevent all types of activities. Work should be wedded to joy. Okay, the next one, Tagore's views on activity, discovery and dialogue. First we discuss activity. Importance of activity in Tagore's educational scheme. He was interested in individual fostering creative self-expression, active communication with the nature man and internationalism. School learning should include handicrafts, music, drawing and other activities which provide students opportunities for self-expression. In this education, creativity is encouraged. Okay, then Shantiniketan does not encourage bookish bearing and repeating quotations from text. It also provides opportunities to learn world languages and cultures and activities which foster love and international brotherhood. He was equally interested to rural development works. Okay, established rural reconstruction centers and trained the youth in rural development by working with the people. So again one time say activity. Okay, importance of activity in Tagore's educational scheme. He was interested in individual fostering creative self-expression, active communication with the nature, man, and internationalism. School learning should include handicrafts, music, drawing, and other activities which provide students opportunities for self-expression. In his education, creativity is also encouraged. Okay. Then Sandhi does not encourage bookish bearing here and repeating quotations from text. Also providing opportunities to learn world languages and cultures and activities which foster love and international brotherhood. Okay. He was equally interested in rural development work. And he also established rural reconstruction centers and trained the youth in rural development by working with the people. Then second one, discovery. Okay, place of students' discovery in Tagore's scheme of education. Students of Sandhi are dedicated to a life of love, aesthetics, brotherhood, and hard work. Okay, what are the students of Sandhi dedicated to life of love, aesthetics, brotherhood, and hard work. The next one, it also provides co-education. Okay, simple but dignified classrooms, optimum level of students intake, and classes in the midst of natural surroundings which checks students' mental tensions and distractions. Again, I will say one time. Then also important to fine arts. Fine arts, students find encouraged scope for innovations. Okay. Then there are no corporal punishments. The student-teacher relationship is cordial. That is the means for teacher-student relationship is very important in this Tagore's educational philosophy. Okay. The next one, students' ideas are welcomed and feedbacks in the form of constructive suggestions and reviews are given. Okay. That is place of students' discovery in Tagore's schemes of education. Then third one, place of dialogues in Tagore's schemes of education. First one, a central theme. A central theme is necessary for any dialogue between two persons. What is the central theme is necessary for any dialogue between two persons. Then second one, a student of music can have meaningful dialogue with the teacher about other forms of music and prodigies. Okay. Then third one, innumerable opportunities for useful dialogue about drawing, painting, dance, folk, song of the nomads and proverbs can go on arise in the classroom. Which are them? Drawing, painting, dance, folk, arts and songs. Okay, these are arise in these classrooms. Okay, say that there are three types of Tagore's views. First one, activity, discovery and dialogue. Okay, so we again one time say first one, Tagore's life sketch. Okay, second one, Tagore's educational philosophy. There are 4 aims of educational philosophy. Then third one, aims of education, 3 types of education, aims of education. Then fourth one, curriculum. Fifth one, methods of teaching. Sixth one, Tagore's views on activity, discovery and dialogue. Okay, thank you.